Every time you open ChatGPT or Claude, you start from zero. You explain your job, your projects, your preferences over and over again. It's like hiring a brilliant assistant who gets amnesia every single day. But what if your AI could read every note you've ever written? Every journal entry, every meeting note, every idea at 2 a.m. What if it actually remembered? That's exactly what happens when you combine Claude Code with Obsidian, and the entire setup is completely free. Here's the problem nobody talks about. You've had hundreds, maybe thousands of AI conversations, and every single one of them is gone, vanished into thin air. ChatGPT's memory feature, it stores maybe 50 bullet points about you. That's not memory, that's a sticky note. Meanwhile, your real knowledge, the stuff that actually matters, is scattered across notebooks, apps, and folders you haven't opened in years. Your AI doesn't know you, and your notes aren't doing anything useful. What if we could fix both problems at the same time? Meet the two tools that change everything. Obsidian is a free note taking app. But unlike Google Docs or Notion, your notes are just simple text files stored on your computer. No cloud, no subscription. You own everything. Claude Code is Anthropic's AI that runs in your terminal. But here's what makes it completely different from ChatGPT. It can actually read and write files on your computer. Put them together, and Claude Code becomes an AI that can read your entire life's notes, find connections you missed, organize your chaos, and remember everything because it's all right there in your files. The setup takes under 10 minutes and requires zero coding knowledge. Step 1. Download Obsidian from obsidian.md. It's completely free. Create a vault. That's just Obsidian's word for a folder where your notes live. Step 2. Install Claude Code. Claude Code. Open your terminal and type npm install -g at Claude Code. If you don't have Node.js yet, grab it from nodejs.org first. Step 3. Point Claude Code at your vault. Just open your terminal inside your Obsidian Vault folder and start Claude Code. That's it. Claude can now read and write every single note in your vault. No API keys, no configuration files, no Docker containers. 3 steps and you're done. Let's start with the use case that sold me on this entire setup. I had over 800 notes in my Obsidian vault. 63 of them were literally named Untitled Note. Meeting notes from 2021, mixed with recipe ideas, half finished project plans, and random thoughts I had at 3 a.m. I'd been meaning to organize them for 5 years. So I told Claude Code, analyze every note in this vault, identify content clusters, create a folder structure, then rename, tag, and organize everything. 90 minutes later, Claude had read all 800 files. It identified 7 content clusters: professional writing, travel research, health tracking, project notes, learning resources, personal journal, and financial planning. It renamed every untitled note based on its actual content, added relevant tags, moved files into the right folders, and it even created links between related notes. 5 years of procrastination solved in 90 minutes. This next one is my absolute favorite. Think of it like Spotify Wrapped, but for your brain. If you keep daily notes or a journal in Obsidian, just tell Claude Code, read all my daily notes from last year and create a year in review. Claude will analyze 365 days of your thoughts and generate something truly incredible. your top 5 most mentioned topics, the goals you actually completed versus the ones you quietly abandoned, recurring emotions and mood patterns you never even noticed, the side project you kept saying you'd start for 8 months straight. It's brutally honest and genuinely useful. One user said, and I quote, Claude found patterns in my behavior that 3 years of journaling never revealed. That's the power of an AI reading your actual data instead of just chatting. Here's where this setup gets genuinely addictive. Say you're researching any topic: nuclear fusion startups, productivity methods, whatever interests you. Instead of researching in a browser and losing everything, you tell Claude Code, research this topic. Check my vault first for any existing notes. Then search the web and save a structured research note with sources. Claude first searches your vault and finds an old note on clean energy you completely forgot about. Then it researches the current state online, creates a new structured note with sources, and links it to your existing notes. When you open Obsidian's graph view, you can literally see the new knowledge connecting to everything you already know. Every single research session makes your vault smarter. Unlike ChatGPT conversations that just disappear, this builds a permanent, searchable, interlinked knowledge base that grows with you. Every Friday, I tell Claude, read all my daily notes from this week. What percentage of my time went toward my stated priorities? What tasks are incomplete? What patterns do you see? And draft next week's plan. Claude reads everything and comes back with what I call a focus score. The percentage of time I actually spent on what I said was important versus what I really did. Last week, 34%. Ouch. It caught that I'd been, quote, about to start the same side project for 6 weeks straight. And it noticed I had 3 meetings on Monday, but zero the rest of the week. That's not an AI guessing about your life. That's an AI reading your own words back to you with zero sugarcoating. This one is perfect for freelancers, founders, and anyone who meets a lot of people. After any meeting or event, you tell Claude, read my journal entry from today, create or update people notes for everyone I mentioned, add what we discussed, and suggest follow ups. Claude automatically creates individual notes for each person. Sarah Chin, David Park. Each note has the date, topics discussed, and full context from the conversation. 3 months later, you ask, who haven't I followed up with recently? Claude scans your people notes and tells you, David mentioned a product launch in Q2, which is right now, and you haven't reached out in 90 days. It's like having a personal assistant who remembers every single conversation you've ever had. So why not just use ChatGPT or Claude.ai for all of this? 4 big reasons. First, your data stays on your machine. Obsidian stores everything as local files. Nothing gets uploaded to anyone's servers. Your journal, your people notes, your ideas, all yours. Second, Claude Code can act, not just chat. ChatGPT can talk about organizing your notes. Claude Code actually does it. It reads files, writes files, creates folders, renames things. Third, the memory is completely transparent. ChatGPT remembers things unpredictably, and you have no idea what or why. With Obsidian, you can see exactly what Claude knows because it's just files you can open and read yourself. And fourth, it compounds. Every single session makes your vault richer and more connected. ChatGPT conversations are disposable. This setup builds something permanent. Here's the thing nobody mentions about this setup. It gets dramatically more powerful over time. Week 1, Claude knows 100 notes. Month 3, it knows 1,000. By month 6, it understands your projects, your people, your decisions, your thinking patterns. Andrej Karpathy, former head of AI at Tesla, recently shared what he calls the LLM wiki approach. The core idea is beautifully simple. Your notes become a living knowledge graph that AI can navigate. The more you add, the smarter the whole system gets. Not because the AI itself improves, but because your knowledge base does. It's a second brain that actually thinks. Your notes are sitting on your computer right now, doing absolutely nothing. Give them a brain. Download Obsidian, install Claude Code, and try just one of these use cases tonight. I promise you'll never go back to starting AI conversations from zero. If this was useful, hit subscribe. I make videos like this every week, showing you how to build an unfair advantage with AI. Drop a comment telling me which use case you're going to try first.